Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about a distant Supreme Court case and what it means and why a lot of people are going to be kind of waiting on it, even though it's probably a ways off, and how it may end up being used as a gauge to see where the Supreme Court is on certain issues. Okay, so the Fifth Circuit basically ruled that the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is unconstitutional, like all of it, kind of, based on how it is funded, is what it seems. Now, the Fifth Circuit made this ruling. The Biden administration asked the Supreme Court to take a look at it, and they're going to. The administration asked for it to be fast-tracked. That part, it does not look like is going to happen. Okay, so what's at stake here, and what is the concern? This agency, and what it does, it's a regulatory body. It oversees like marketing and lending practices and stuff like that. This agency doesn't get its funding the way most agencies do, which is through yearly appropriations from Congress. The Fifth Circuit seemed to basically just say, hey, if you're not getting it that way, it's unconstitutional. Generally speaking, for almost 100 years, the Supreme Court has held that as long as Congress authorized the funding, then that qualifies, that counts. The way the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau gets its money is basically by telling the Federal Reserve System, hey, we need X amount of dollars. And then the Fed gives them the money as long as it's not more than 12%, I think, of their operating expenses for the year. That financial structure was authorized by Congress through the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act. It happened after the 2008 financial thing. And this is supposed to safeguard against this, against that type of stuff. Now, if the Supreme Court decides that this agency is unconstitutional, the economy is probably going to go haywire. They're a regulatory body that has a lot of say over a lot of things, to include mortgages. And right now, that's probably, that's not really a market that can handle a lot of ups and downs or turmoil or uncertainty. As much as many people might want to deregulate it, or whatever it is they want to do, which is probably the basis for this, for the original suit, and it going to the Fifth Circuit. As much as they might want that, they probably don't want the outcomes of it being done like this. It would definitely send shockwaves through the mortgage market. Now, the Supreme Court did not fast-track this, although it seems like it would be something they would have. So it won't be heard until next year, until 2024. In between now and then, people are going to wait, and they're going to speculate. But one of the interesting things, the things that can be used as a gauge, is that the Fifth Circuit, it's pretty far to the right. If the Supreme Court aligns with the ruling from the Fifth Circuit that basically would rule this agency unconstitutional, it's a sign that the court is even further right than people currently believe. And I understand how far right people believe it is. This would mean it's even further. The general expectation is that no, the Supreme Court is going to overturn the Fifth Circuit. And it should be noted that most courts that have looked at the structure of this agency have found it to be constitutional. So this is one of those cases. It's far off, but everybody's going to be talking about it occasionally until it happens, because there's a whole lot at stake when it comes to the financial markets and when it comes to what we can expect from the Supreme Court in the future. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.